Okay, let me show you the funnest exercise you can do in drawing when you're creating stuff. And it's pretty obvious from looking at this, but I'm going to show you why it's a good idea. So before that, don't forget, hit the subscribe button and follow if you like learning how to draw and learning how to draw cool stuff from your mind. So let's get started. Uh, Basically, when you're coming up with different, these are ideations. And the reason you guys want to do this is because for a couple of reasons. If you're coming up with a character, let's just say from your mind's eye, you just want to go through it. It's a great idea to do. And even if you don't have a character in mind, you want to draw very small, not super small, but small enough, ideas with kind of in this format. And what you're trying to do is you're trying to look at for the general body shape. So for me, it was like a robot. And I'm not really sure what exactly the robot's going to be yet. I don't know if it's going to be a battle droid. I don't know if it's going to be, like a wise, droid. I think in general, I'm looking for something that can battle. And I'm coming up with different ways of doing this drawing, right? I'm coming up with different ways to kind of have my character, live in this world. So a lot of this is going to be body shape and body composition. I don't want to start drawing a completely finished drawing right off the bat because it's possible things will be in the wrong position. Things will be in the wrong, like the wrong proportions. So the best thing I can do would be to do these. These are kind of like thumbnails, right? And they're kind of like silhouettes, but they're a little bit more complicated, obviously, than silhouettes because I am going into some very minor detail in the character, right? And maybe even some more detail on parts of this character. But my main goal is body composition, where things are going to be put. It really helps out. And the cool part is you can do a bunch of these, do like a page of them, like the way I have. And you do a ton of these, depending on what you want to do or anything like that. And you can actually pick different parts of different, designs here to kind of develop, right? It's your world. This is kind of the start of really getting out there and really drawing anything you want from your mind, right? These ideas that you want to spill out on paper and remix them. So this is probably one of the bread and butter of like concept art is creating characters from your mind. So it's a little bit hard, again, to start from scratch and start into a finished drawing. It is just hard to do that. So the best thing would be to do this. Draw small, very non-committal, by the way, drawing. So for example, if you mess up this drawing, so what? Doesn't matter. It's a tiny little blob on the page, right? You're not going to save the page. You could if you want, but you can alter anything at any point and then kind of use it for the finish. And after you finish one of these, what I usually tend to do, what I tend to do is grab one and then take it. And I'll do this in another future video if you want. Ask me to right now if you do want me to do another one, which is I pick one that I like, and then I take it, and then I do a larger, more finished version of that particular drawing. It's a great, way to exercise your creativity, and you're building one layer onto the next. That is so important. So you're building one onto the next, onto the next, onto the next. Meaning you're not coming up with the final product the second you come out, right? The gate there. You are slowly, right, doing something and then gradually taking that idea and building it upon into, and developing it, which is what a professional does. You develop stuff. It is the way every professional does, and it is something that this process gets you doing so that you can kind of produce the more complex stuff that maybe you've been wanting to produce. It's interesting that some people just kind of leap forward and stuff, and that's completely fine. But this is a better method to building, let's say, your portfolio, building your library of characters in your sketchbook that you want to take and develop into, much more advanced and complex ideas. And so this is kind of the window to do that. And I really hope that this helps you, because this will hit the right person in the right way. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I want to thank you very much. Hopefully you got something out of this. Check out the main website. It is sketchmonsterart.com. The link is in the bio. There's a lot of freebies on there, by the way. There's a lot of cool, like, downloadable ebooks that'll help you out. I'm adding to it all the time, and then I'm adding very interesting articles that'll teach you about aspects of art. For example, like, are you ever too old to learn the craft of art? Right? Is art school worth it? And things of that sort. There's articles on there you can absolutely read. They're easy to digest, and it'll give you a lot of resources that will help you immensely. And that's kind of the whole point, is that you, you know, get yourself to a higher level that you want. So thank you guys. I appreciate it. And I'll see you tomorrow. Or yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Sayonara, guys.